So Putin is all he's trying right now is to destabilize Ukraine. Of course, that's what he is doing. So this is why he is sending those tanks. Now there is a report that said that the ambassador, U.S. ambassador to UN, Lindsay Thomas Greenfield, she is now fearing that a Russian invasion of Ukraine is not just about Ukraine anymore. It is going to destabilize the entire European countries, and Russia, Putin, is willing to go to a World War III in order to destabilize Europe. And the reason for that is because the more unstable European countries are, the less stronger NATO will become, and the Russian territory and Russian government and Russian military will become stronger. So he is trying to destabilize. Now he's not going to go and tell everybody what his mission is, what his goal is. We have seen what he did to Ukraine. It was not a overt invasion in the beginning. It was covert invasion. He invaded Ukraine for a very long time. What he did recently, sending troops into Ukraine, into those regions, Donbass and Luhansk, I believe the name, he is telling the whole world that he is now taking action. Now just remember this, as I said in my other videos, that he was not going to be someone who will be happy seeing Ukraine coming under the Russian Empire. Now let's take a listen at what the US ambassador said, because she said something amazing. I mean, this is what I have been saying for a very long time. The US ambassador to the United Nations said on Monday, Russian President Vladimir Putin wants to set the world back to a time when the Russian Empire reigned. In other words, we will see Russia is coming with full force, and they would not stop until Russia sees itself to be the most powerful country in the European Union, including UK. Russia is not going to stop. Now Ambassador Linda Thomas Greenfield made the comments during a UN Security Council meeting convened to discuss Russia's actions in Ukraine. Now she said something that I want to share with you, and I want you to remember for a very long time. She said that Russia is coming not only for Ukraine, but it is coming for Turkey. Yes. Now Turkey, if Russia touches Turkey and also perhaps maybe Israel, then it is not going to be a war between countries, rather it will be a religious war. Yes, end of time that we talk about sometimes, not in this channel, but end of time. If you are tuned in to this kind of news, there is a prediction that end of time will happen and big battles will take place. Now what did she say? He's quote, he has since announced that he will place Russian troops in these regions. Which region? Turkmenistan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and Poland, and also in Turkey. During the meeting, Thomas Greenfield, Linda, she said Russia's actions were an attack on Ukraine's sovereignty and a violation of international law. Thomas Greenfield noted Putin said Russia has a rightful claim, rightful claim to all territories from the historical Russian Empire, which predates the Soviet Union. So again, we are seeing the word here, which is very, very dangerous, and that word is Russian Empire. Okay, why we talk about this Russian Empire now? We have not heard this word. I'm going to be actually putting the map right here, so that just go to Google and put the map right here so that we can see what things are looking like at the moment. So Russian Empire, this is what she said. Now she said, quote, that includes all of Ukraine. So the Russian Empire will be made up of Ukraine, It includes Finland, it includes Belarus and Georgia and Moldova, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan and Lithuania, Latvia and Estonia. It includes parts of Poland and Turkey. Now, part of Turkey, if it does come under Russian control, then it would definitely be the city, the main capital, which is Istanbul. Istanbul is what Putin or Russian forces will be eyeing at, because Istanbul has not only just historical value, but also in terms of religion. There are actually prophecies about Istanbul. Now let's take a look at this other comment she made. Quote, in essence, Putin wants the world to travel back in time to a time before UN, to a time when empires ruled the world. Quote, but the rest of the world has moved forward. It is not 1919, it is 2022, Thomas Greenfield added. Now, according to Linda, Thomas Greenfield, obviously things are not going to settle down anytime soon. Rather, it is going to escalate. This is exactly what she's saying. And this is what we have been saying at the same time, because Russia, Putin, he does have a plan for the European countries. So as you can see right here, Russia is trying to get into Ukraine. Like, Russia is so big. One of the main reasons I would argue Russia has this confidence is because of the sheer size of their country. Like, look at this, how big. You see all of this. This is the biggest country in terms of territory in the world, and they're so huge. They're bigger than Canada. I believe is the second biggest. But then look, Ukraine, it's just a dot, right? So Russia, Putin, he thinks in terms of geographical size of Ukraine, and he compares Russia with the rest of Europe, and he thinks, maybe this is what he thinks, that you know what, we are too big to be ignored, so we are gonna show the whole world that they cannot ignore us anymore. Now you can see Finland is right here. As I said, he might go to Finland. Of course, then Sweden is also there. Belarus is already there in Belarus. Ukraine is right there. Romania. These small NATO countries in Europe, they're already showing signs that they are willing to actually change side and go with Russia instead of the West. We have seen Kazakhstan, Mongolia, they're all there. So China, Russia together, obviously they're going to form an ally. Russia is also in Syria, if you do not know. So next up, Turkey. Turkey, in terms of territory, is a very small, tiny country compared to Russia. And according to Linda Greenfield, she said Russia might actually invade a part of Turkey, which I personally believe will be the capital city, Istanbul. And then, of course, Greece. They will not go to Greece because Greece is already under the Russian Orthodox Christianity came from the Greeks. So I don't personally believe that Russia is going to be interested, or Putin is going to be interested in terms of going to Greece and attacking them, because they do not really need to do that, whether it is because of military reason or religious reason. They do not need to go there. But these warnings coming from this lady Linda is something, mind-boggling. Then the Security Council meeting was called after after a spokesperson for UN, Secretary General Antonio Guterres, said he was greatly concerned by Russia's actions in Eastern Ukraine, and reiterated UN remain committed to Ukraine's sovereignty. Of course, as we speak right now, Russia is moving their troops. They're already in Ukraine. They're calling it peacekeeping mission, whatever they call. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't change the fact that Russia has already invaded Ukraine, and in the coming days, Putin will play the trump card, and he might actually go deep inside Ukraine, places like Kiev and surrounding areas. Obviously, he is now testing the water. He's waiting to see the response from the West. Once he knows how severe the response will be, or what the consequences could be, then obviously he will move accordingly. But Russia is coming. The World War III we might see soon, because of this crazy lunatic Putin, who believes, I mean, to me it looks like he does believe, and I do agree with Linda, US ambassador, that he thinks that we need to bring back the Russian Empire, and in the process, you know, there will be a lot of people who will be losing their life. Something very, very interesting, dangerous. We pray for peace and stability in the world. Thank you guys for joining in, for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.